The four fundamental forces of nature, everything that happens in the universe, from the fall of an apple to the birth of stars, from the structure of atoms to the motion of galaxies, is governed by just four fundamental forces of nature. These forces are the invisible rules that shape reality itself. No matter how complex the phenomenon may appear, it can ultimately be traced back to the interaction of these four forces: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force. Understanding them gives us a deeper appreciation of how simple laws create an incredibly complex universe. Gravity is the most familiar force because we experience it every day. It is the force that pulls objects toward each other, giving weight to everything with mass. Gravity keeps your feet on the ground, causes objects to fall, and holds the atmosphere around Earth. On a much larger scale, gravity binds planets to stars, stars to galaxies, and galaxies into vast cosmic structures. Although gravity is the weakest of the four forces at the particle level, it dominates the universe on large scales because it always attracts and never cancels out. Without gravity, stars would never form, planets would not exist, and life as we know it would be impossible. Electromagnetism is the force behind electricity, magnetism, light, and most everyday interactions between objects. It acts between charged particles, attracting opposite charges and repelling like charges. This force is responsible for chemical bonding, meaning it holds atoms together to form molecules and molecules together to form matter. When you turn on a light, use a phone, or even see the world around you, you are experiencing electromagnetism in action. Light itself is an electromagnetic wave traveling across space at incredible speed. Compared to gravity, electromagnetism is far stronger, but it can both attract and repel, which often causes its effects to cancel out on large scales. The strong nuclear force is the most powerful force in nature, but it works only at extremely small distances, inside the nucleus of an atom. Its main job is to hold protons and neutrons together in the atomic nucleus. Protons carry positive charge and naturally repel each other due to electromagnetism, but the strong force overcomes this repulsion, keeping the nucleus stable. Without the strong nuclear force, atoms would not exist and neither would matter. This force is also responsible for releasing enormous amounts of energy in nuclear reactions such as those that power the sun and other stars. The weak nuclear force may sound unimportant because of its name, but it plays a crucial role in the universe. It is responsible for certain types of radioactive decay, particularly beta decay, where particles change their identity. The weak force allows nuclear reactions that power stars and enables the processes that produce elements necessary for life. It also plays a role in neutrino interactions, mysterious particles that pass through matter almost without notice. Without the weak force, the sun would not shine the way it does, and the chemical elements essential to life might never have formed. Together, these four fundamental forces explain everything from the smallest subatomic interactions to the largest structures in the cosmos. Scientists continue to search for deeper connections between them, hoping one day to unify all forces into a single theory that explains the universe at its most fundamental level. The fact that such vast complexity arises from just four simple forces is one of the most beautiful ideas in science. If you enjoyed this deep yet simple explanation of the four fundamental forces of nature, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating science content that helps you understand the universe better, one idea at a time.